Hammond Report, Tuesday,
Hammond's Bolero.
August 3rd, 2021. This is Jon Hammond, the organ player and accordionist. And I'm playing both on this track. And I want to thank everybody for tuning me in once again for some more of my music and stories. I missed a day yesterday because it was a travel day. And as you can see, I'm traveling the back roads here at a high rate of speed, but safely. Does anybody use Waze out there? It was one of the first times I tried Waze, and it took quite an interesting detour. I never would have thought to go this way, so I thought I'd show it to you, and it was quite interesting. Not too many cars here, and we did avoid some very thick traffic on the main super slab, and it was hot. It was over 100 degrees out there. Thank God for it. The luxury of air conditioning. Yeah. Very nice, rugged country there. And most amazingly thing that I saw right from the get-go, there was a house, a wide load being pulled down the freeway at a high rate of speed. I mean, it was going at least 70 miles an hour. And then the other half of the house came along, and it was also going real fast. And I was thinking, this house is going entirely too fast. I want to get far away from that. So we're going through this tunnel here now, and thankfully a beautiful marine layer, good old San Francisco fog, keeping things cool in the San Francisco Bay Area today. And I have grown to love the fog. And you know, another feature about San Francisco is we have the best sourdough bread here. And I always miss that when I go away from the Bay Area. So I was wondering, why is it that we have the only place in the world where you can get San Francisco sourdough bread? So I did some research, and it turns out that the fog makes the dough sour. And here it is, some good San Francisco fog. Yeah. Nothing like some fresh sourdough French bread with butter right on top there, don't you know? You can't even see the top of that. Part of the Golden Gate Bridge. And there's a lot of people out there walking today. So that was nice to see. And then when you get on the other side of the bridge, beautiful Sausalito, and cleared up over there in Marin County. Joe Berger on the guitar here. Joe mixed and mastered it and played the guitar on it, and co-produced on my album entitled Hammond's Bolero. And this is the title track from my second album, Hammond's Bolero. That's the Robin Williams tunnel we're going through. I met Robin, and we sure do miss him. Yeah, he was great. So it's beautiful that they named the tunnel after him with the rainbow. Every time I go through there, I think of him. Still some fog on the Waldo grade here. Joe Berger, ladies and gentlemen. And you can hear my accordion there. The day that I recorded this album, it was raining in New York. And I was thinking, should I take my accordion to the studio? It's raining, you know. I almost left it home, but I'm glad that I did. Because it really added a nice thing to the album, if I may say so myself. I got some good breaks. Thank God for good breaks. First thing you need on a car is brakes. Very important. Just as important to stop as it is to go. Let me tell you, I just come for having my brakes checked. And the oil changed. I'm going to take you home with this one, folks. I want you all to be safe out there, so drive safely. Make sure you buckle up. And when you go out in public, wear your mask. Because the Delta variant is doing its summer surge thing. Because we want to be talking to you and not about you. Jon Hammond told you so on Tuesday, August 3rd of 2021. Here we go now. I just want to say one last thing before I get out of here with my Jon Hammond's Bolero on the Hammond Report. And that is... Bye-bye now. Hammond Report for Wednesday, August 4th of 2021. Thank you for tuning in, folks. This is Jon Hammond.
Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to the Hammond Cast Show on our favorite station in the nation, KYOU Radio at 1550 on the AM dial in San Francisco, California, and streaming all over the world on the internet at www.kyouradio.com. Jon Hammond behind the microphone, keeping you company for the next 45 minutes. And you got your radio at the right place on the dial, because this is where we bring you the best in funk, soul, and blues.
And some news.
And folks, I got something really special from the archives I'm going to kick off the show with today. So I would like to ask you to take out your pencils and paper, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because Al Jazzbo Collins is going to tell you his famous beer bread recipe. So pay close attention, because you'll be able to make some fantastic sourdough bread.
Even I can do
with only 3 ingredients.
So I'm going to lay that on you today.
Maybe even I can do this. I'm not real great in the kitchen, but I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn it over to my main man, Al Jazzbo Collins, and he's going to tell you how to make that beer bread.
Ladies and gentlemen, Al Jazzbo
Hey,
Collins.
Jazzbo. Hello. You know, with all this bread that they need down here at the station, it reminds me that a lot of friends of mine have been coming up to me and saying, I tune in the Jazzbo Collins show every week, and I've been waiting for that cool recipe for the bread, the beer bread,
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a while out there. How about bringing a little bread down to the station, a little beer bread?
Yeah, beer bread recipe. Of course, I used to do that all the time. I'll do it before we leave the air tonight.
Oh, great. That'll make a lot of people happy out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, they can bake a good loaf of bread with no trouble at all.
Here it is.
Tonight, and I hate to spring this on you, I promised I would do the beer bread recipe before I left the air, and I have only about 7 minutes, so I'm going to do it because I can do it in about a minute.
For all the bakers.
So in order to bake a beautiful
and wanna bakers, wanna
loaf
be
of
bakers
fine sourdough bread.
like me.
Using only 3 simple, easy-to-get ingredients, do the following. You take 3 cups of self-rising flour. Make sure it's self-rising flour, because if you don't, you're going to end up with some concrete. So 3 cups of self-rising flour and 2 tablespoons of sugar. And 1 can or bottle of beer, 12 ounces. 1 can or bottle of beer, 12 ounces, at room temperature. Mix the 3 ingredients together. That's all you need. 3 cups of flour, self-rising, 1 bottle or can of beer, 12 ounces, 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Sounds
Mix
simple
those
enough.
ingredients. When you get them together, make a little lump of dough out of them
The lump I can
and put them in a buttered loaf pan, a 9-inch buttered loaf pan, and preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
do. 350.
Then put that in the oven and close the door after you get it up to temperature and give it 1 hour. And then let it come out after
Should
that.
be
and
well
cool
baked
down,
after that.
and you've got some beer bread that has been around the world 3 or 4 times now.
All right. You heard it on the Hammond Cast show. Yeah,
That's
Al
right,
Jazz
folks.
Bo Collins. Thank
And
you,
I'll be
Jazz
streaming
Bo,
tomorrow
for
at 12
telling us how to
noon
make your famous beer bread.
from
So,
Facebook.
I'm going to check it out.
So
and
join
I
me.
hope,
A
all
special
our listeners
broadcast
will
of the
give
New
it
York City
a
Health
go, and we
and
hope it won't come out like concrete.
hospital
Follow the
workers and
instructions
everybody.
closely, folks.
We'll have
Thank
some
you very
bread
much
and we'll have
for
some music.
joining us on the Hammond Cast here at KYOU, otherwise known as Jon Hammond's Afternoon Slide. And sometimes we're doing it in the middle of the night, too, when you
That's
can't
right.
sleep. Be sure and turn on the radio, 1550, or on your computer.
Put a lot of people back to sleep.
KYOUradio.com. We'll do our best to keep you company. Yeah, back in the archives, I found another recording that I'm going to bust out now. And this is a tune that some of you who know me might know this tune, but you haven't heard this version. In fact, I haven't heard this version for many years. And a good friend of ours played bass on this. His name was John Whitelaw. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. And I'm really happy to find that I do have a recording with John Whitelaw on bass.
The rare
We
stuff,
had a band
folks.
together when I was 15,
Listen, John
16
Whitelaw
years old, called Hot Mush.
And Jazz
Featuring
Bo.
Brown Sugar on vocals. And he was one of the greatest bass players that came out of the Bay Area.
That's right.
Studied down at Cal Arts. And so you'll be able to hear him on this old recording. And
I'm gonna
also
let that
Frank
play.
Biner on vocals is going to bring you a positive message on this. He
And
passed
if you
away
get a
too,
chance, folks,
unfortunately.
tune me in
But he's going to bring
tomorrow,
you a positive message on
Thursday,
my tune. Get back in the groove
August
on
5th,
KYOU 1550.
for the program known as
AM.
Music for the Soul for our hospital workers, our hospital heroes. Here it is. Get back in the groove. It's Frank Biner on the vocals. It's John Hammond.
This song is dedicated to all the people who've been through bad times,
That's right.
trials and tribulations. You know, there's going to be a better way. Just get back up into the scene, back into the groove. Ooh, yeah, you can make it if you try. When love's been cruel and you feel like a fool and you don't know just which way to go. Your luck is down and you feel like a clown. Remember, one rule you should know. You gotta get back in the groove. Get up on your feet and begin to succeed.
Yeah, crank up the bass,
There's no
folks.
reason to feel bad. Just find the cure and you'll feel glad. The time is now, so take your bow. Remember, you're gonna make it somehow. You gotta get back
back a lot of memories. I did this for DTI Records in 1981. I want to wish everybody to get back in the groove. Have a beautiful day. An even better one tomorrow. And join me at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for the Music for the Soul program for the health and hospital workers in New York City. I'm going to take you home with this one and say one last thing before I get out of here. That is, bye-bye now.
All right, you're getting back in the groove with Jon Hammond on Jon Hammond's Afternoon Slide.
Hammond Report for Thursday, August 5th, 2021. This is Jon Hammond, the organ player and accordionist. I'm back with my daily Hammond Report. Thank you very much, folks, for taking a few minutes of your day or night to join me once again for some more of my music and stories. I got the hamburger down on the grill here in Hamburger. Or here, they call us Hamburger, but we're in Hamburg. That's Joe Berger on guitar. That's why they call it Hamburger. He's a B-E-R-G-E-R. Heinz Leashes on the drums. The great alto player, Vite Fels, over there to my left. And just off camera, that's Michael Leuschner, music director, trumpet, flugelhorn. And right in back of me, my very dearly missed friend, Lutz Buchner, great tenor player. And he is such a golden friend of mine, I can't even put it in words. I played with Lutz for 20 years, and we lost him way, way too early. So I want to play a little bit of this today. Mercy, mercy, mercy. That's all I can think of. Had a good day today. Played for the hospital workers in New York City. The hospital's heroes. Yes. Taking you home here. We have a beautiful full house at the House of Dubar in Hamburg. Thank you very much, Nikolai Dietz, for shooting this so well. He's going to whip the camera around. Look at all the people here. Wow, what a night.
All right, Kent. We have exactly 8 minutes.
So I hope everybody...
We want to stop at precisely Swansejour because the neighbors, you know, they've been very cool to let us have live music here.
10 o'clock p.m.
Once again, give it up for Torsten and Frank for keeping
Torsten
the live
and
music
Frank?
here at the Ulster Bar, the best bar in Ireland.
And I hope they're open again. These are the cats. That was Heinz and his Vite. Vite Fels, smoking player, real great guy too. Michael Leuschner on the left there. There he is on trumpet. And of course, Joe Berger over there on guitar. Yours truly, Jon Hammond at the organ. Burgermeister got the hamburger down. There's Lutz. In memory of Lutz Buchner, everybody. This is Jon Hammond. I got one thing to say. That is bye-bye. Hammond Report for Friday, August 6th of 2021. This is Jon Hammond, the organ player and accordionist. I'm back with my daily Hammond Report. You just saw me in Hamburg on the radio. And here we are with Jim Roberts and Joe Berger doing a
everything stays relative to where it was, including compression and everything.
Pro Tools session, that's right. Pro Tools. Recording I did in Hamburg with the great musicians at the NDR
Beautiful, man.
radio.
Looks like
Now we're going to go to a
maybe
gig
looks
in
like-
Hamburg.
Wow,
Here we
that's
go.
fantastic.
Birdland Hamburg. That's Heinz Leicius on the drums. The late great tenor saxophonist Lutz Buchner, Joe Berger, far right there, and I'm in the middle. Yours truly, Jon Hammond at the organ. I'll take you outer space. The thing in C minor on the Hammond Report today. I hope we can come back there. Sadly, Lutz won't be with us, but he'll be with us in spirit. He always is. I was so lucky to meet him when I was living in Hamburg, and we played together for 20 years. And he was in the famous NDR radio big band for 20 years or a little bit more. Greatly missed. We had a nice house of people there. I hope everybody's staying safe. Cautiously doing some gigs again. And nobody knows what's going to happen, you know? So we'll see. We're into August. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. Taking it home. Hit me. Yeah. Thank you. It's Jon Hammond
Oh, baby.
with the boys.
Oh, man, I love playing with these cats. I'd like to take them back to New York with me, but, you know, they're going to be here in Hamburg, so every time you hear about Lutz and Heinz playing anywhere, you got to be there. If you're not there, I'm going to hear about it.
If you're not there, you'll be square.
Because I'm on the internet all the time. Everybody
All the
knows.
time.
If you send me an email, I'll send you an answer back so fast.
So
you'll
fast.
think that I sent you the email before you hit the send button.
That's right. But I want to say one last thing. That is, bye-bye now.
That's what it's all about, being a band leader, you know?
Hammond Report for Saturday, August 7th of 2021. This is Jon Hammond, the organ player and accordionist. Thank you very much, folks, for joining me once again for a few minutes of your day or night, whatever time you're joining me here for some more of my music and stories. I was thinking about this gig today, a very special gig at the Fillmore in San Francisco, California. Playing an opening set for one of my very favorite bands growing up in the Bay Area, the Sons of Champlin. And longtime drummer of the Sons is on the band with us here. There's Jimmy Preston. late great funk drummer James Preston. Greatly missed.
Jon Hammond.
Thank you, Barry. That's Barry Finnerty on guitar. With me, we go back to high school days. And I started playing with Jim too when I was a teenager. So I was very pleasantly surprised to get the call for the gig back in New York. I flew back there right away with my Hammond XB2. And I went to the Fillmore on the 38 Geary bus. Got off at the corner of Geary and Fillmore. I know that corner very well. And they took me up into the backstage in a cherry picker. After sound check, they fed us a beautiful dinner. I had my own dressing room with my name on it. And you know, I took a picture from the organ of everybody out there, and the video camera was all the way in the back of the house. And I put that up on the internet today, and I heard back from my friend Chuck Shepard. He said he was there. Anybody that was there, it'd be great to hear from you. All the Sons of Champlin, family, friends, going way back. We're going to take you home with this one. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. Come back tomorrow for another Hammond Report. Here we go. You ready? Oh, yeah.
This is the hip-hop shipments.
I
James Preston laying that from you.
got conducted into ASCAP right about then. There's Jimmy on the left, Barry on the right, I'm in the middle.
We're going to do a little
I had long hair back then. That's the payphone backstage. And that's the crowd shot.
Then you're going to have the Sons of Champlin. All right.
My dressing room sign. It was a lot of fun.
I got to take a picture of this.
Thank you very much, Bill Graham. The house that Bill built. Bill Graham Presents. Saw so many great shows there. I just want to say one last thing before I slide out of here, folks, and that is, bye now.